Have you ever met Miss Lindy? She's a gal with the bright red hair. Now she stands out from all the rest. You know her anywhere. Well, she's mine. Yeah, she's mine. Well, I love that little girl with the bright red hair. Well, Miss Lindy, my Miss Lindy. Well, I love that little girl with the bright red hair. Have you ever seen Miss Lindy? She likes to dance all day, and when she does rock and roll, it takes your breath away. Well, she's mine, yeah, she's mine. Well, I love that little girl, she's so fine. Well, Miss Lindy, my Miss Lindy. Well, I love that little girl.
So this is our final episode of the Game Eater, season 1. It's a weird number actually. I think we've done, this will be 11 when it back to 12?
Yeah, with a pilot, so 12, yeah.
Yeah, 12. This will be 12. And we're about to go and shoot our final species of deer actually. We haven't done the roe on the series, but I've shot a few roe before, but we're going to go shoot a Chinese water deer, and we're at Raveningham Estate in Norfolk. So not a million miles. We haven't even had an overnight stay tonight. We just got in the car this morning, 5 a.m. drove up from London, and I believe they've got quite a few seagulls that we might shoot. Sorry, a Chinese water deer. Apparently they're very good eating. Not eating one. Very excited. Let's fucking go. Adam.
Morning.
How you doing?
Very well. Welcome to Rav.
Thank you very much. We're here to shoot Chinese water deer, which is the number 6th of the species which we have in the UK. The last one I've never shot one.
And the last one to come to the UK as well, so quite fitting.
When did they come to the UK?
Early 1900s.
Okay.
It was like the last one to be released, if you want to say, into the UK. So quite cool you're here to do the last one, the last species.
Yeah, exactly.
But also say the best till last over here.
It's a weird concept to think that people bought deer and released them in different countries, isn't it?
Yeah. They're quite cool. We've seen one.
Well, I've seen a couple already.
I've seen a couple. They're quite different, how they act.
But you've got a lot around. Like, have you seen like a huge?
Yeah, the last few years they've exploded. We have a good number on here, as you'll see shortly. We're going to go down to the marsh to mainly see them. We can get them on the ground up here, but down the marsh is classic where we'll see them.
And have you seen that change? When did you see the big change in sort of?
Probably in the last sort of 8-9 years, we've really seen them take off here. It's what we do with the conservation. As you see, we've got conservation everywhere. Yeah. And then also the predator control and vermin control on the estate. They've done really well. Patrick
told me earlier in the car that Chinese water deer, unlike any other deer, have a
litter.
So what numbers could we be looking at?
So they say 7 is like a record. But here I've seen females walking around with 5. But typically 2s and 3s.
Okay, so
quite often we'll see 4s.
So that takes, let's say they 3s, takes 100 deer to make 300 young.
You've got a shooting surplus of 300 to manage your stock or control to keep the same level. Yeah.
Okay. So how many will you be taking off the estate this year?
We'll just look at the numbers. Look at different areas. There's no given number really. We'll just look and see when it looks right, if that makes sense. Okay. We haven't got a target set. We'll just look and see if the animals, there's too many in a certain area, how they're acting. We try and target the areas where near roads, stop the road traffic accidents. Yeah.
Is that quite? Yeah, I saw an insane amount of dead deer on the road on the way.
All the way up. You would have seen muntjac, fallow, roe, Chinese knocked over. It's a big problem, isn't it? It's a big problem. So we'll target these areas first. We'll target the upland first, where we've got crops which are probably more valuable than what the marsh is. Okay. And then we'll do more culling down the marsh later on as the season goes on.
Is it a bit fattier than a fallow?
Yeah. So
sorry.
When you get to skin them, the fat around the outside, I mean, it's a really nice one to skin. We'll get you on that later on. Yeah. It peels off lovely. If you want to learn to skin a deer, skin a Chinese water deer. It falls off. It falls off.
Well, we had we shot sika last in Ireland in January, and I was amazed at how, because I had never shot sika or I'd only ever seen a fallow or a roe skin, and they're very lean. The sika was incredibly fatty.
Yeah, it came off nice. Did it peel nice?
No, but I mean we didn't skin it, but just I'm talking
in
about
the meat
top.
on
On top of the back fat.
Okay,
on the loin.
Yeah,
which is amazing.
Yeah. If we get an older female today, then she will have that thick, like something like that around her backside.
Yeah.
She'll have that. But all of them have the fat. Let's say if we get a male that's rutted hard, it'll almost be non-existent, the fat across his back. His job now is to feed hard to get himself in good condition for next year.
Yeah.
So the chances are, if we see something mooching today, it's more likely going to be a male because he's trying to get his condition back. But the females would have been out and grazed already this morning, but they move all day, so we'll definitely see stuff. This hour we'll be shooting later on. Quite chilled, quite relaxed, okay?
Yeah. You said it's 223.
223, yeah. Just we're not going to be taking long shots today. We don't need to. But I'll get you on the rifle. I'll set everything up for you. We'll talk all the way through it. It's quite relaxed. And when you've got your animal in, I'll do all the zoom. I'll leave it quite open for now. Then when you're on it, I'll just talk you through. Zoom in. You tell me when you've got enough. Just nice and steady. Just pop it on the shoulder.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Easy.
Right. Tika, have a little try with the trigger. Nothing in there at the minute. How's that feel?
Yeah, good.
Yeah. There you go. And then just squeeze gently. Where you aimed?
Yeah.
Happy, or do you want to have another one?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to save those bullets, don't you?
He said that's when he used to consider himself a Yorkshire sniper.
Well, when she wrapped her loving arms around my neck on the dance floor at Chelsea's bar, I should have turned her away, but I was out of sea. I was firing, she was gasoline.
What's your bird watching thing for?
To look at the animal.
Is it?
Yeah. So if we see something nice, I can show you the tuck, basically what they've got.
Okay.
So it's quite good for identification.
Okay. Would he know we're here?
At the minute, no, he's got no idea, has he? The wind's perfect. We haven't really moved from here. We can probably almost get another 50 yards at him before he'll know.
They got good eyesight.
Not too bad.
Hey. Glasses for this. Oh. So bright. Squinting.
Warming up. This is going to be quite a good one to take if you wanted to try one straight away.
Yeah.
Doesn't know we're here.
Yeah.
Curly? Want to try that one?
Yeah, so we're going to stalk into it a bit.
There's two there, look. Another one just came up. You've got a young male and a female together there. They don't know we're there, we're just pushing a bit further. They've seen us, okay. So now what's going to happen, they'll see those other ones running and wonder what's happening. On the left, ideally. Just wait, now he's clear, so he's not gonna, your bullet's not gonna hit the one on the right. So just wait for him to just go a little bit more broadside. As we spoke about earlier, just pop it on the shoulder. Feel comfortable? Yeah. What we'll do, when he turns slightly, I'll just give you a bit more mag. good there now. Yeah, happy with that position. Perfect. Nice one.
You've got to wait, you know, when you're waiting for
Yeah,
it. So.
yeah. The nerves are getting more.
No, I've started.
You are running a bit.
Oh, so I take the glass off.
Just let it settle a bit. Everyone's lifted their heads. Look, they're all lifting now. Just what was that? They're not sure. Just give it a couple minutes before we walk in. And the guys over there, it hasn't really disturbed them, has it? Well done, sir.
They're pretty chill, aren't they?
First one.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That's the 6.
That's the 6. That's a big one. Keep one out.
Yeah, straight down there. Got it. He's safe, yeah. Should we go and have a look then?
What are these?
All these dikes.
Yeah.
To help it drain. So the old windmill used to take the water on and off the marshes. Now we've got this all singing, all dancing hydro mill, pumping it on and off, stop it flooding.
Okay.
It's also set up so if Norwich was looking like it's going to flood, they can dump the water on here quickly.
On here?
Yeah, just get rid of it. It's better to flood this place than Norwich. Because we've had this warm snap, yeah?
Yeah.
These are starting to molt a bit earlier. But good condition. Nice young animal.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. This is like a yearling. A yearling animal. Perfect what we're after, really.
Shot on the right place?
Yeah, shot was good. Happy?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And
So
like,
quiet.
we spoke about the calibre earlier. It's a nice little calibre for these.
Yeah. Are you selling it? To where?
Yeah. Well, we donate some as well. So we do the Country Food Trust.
Okay.
So we every year we donate 100 deer to a Country Food Trust. They turn it into venison bolognese, and some of that gets dished out in East Anglia for the homeless. It's a really good way of doing it. They make it a venison bolognese, and they go to the little food hubs, warm it up in a burko with some pasta, and it's a really good hearty meal for the guys that are struggling out on the street. So that's a great thing we do here. We then sell it to small restaurants. Some goes to pet food, and some zoos have been buying it as well. We're trying to do more to get it into the food chain, but as you know, it's a hard thing. That's why you're here today, to try and promote what this stuff is like, and it's great food.
I can't wait to get it on the grill.
Get it on the grill.
Probably done it. You've shot all 6 UK deer species.
It's been, I shot my first one 20 years ago. Red deer, 19 years ago. Quite good, isn't it?
This always tends to be the last one.
Yeah.
This or the Sika.
The Sika I only got a month ago. So.
Yeah.
Adam, have you shot all 6?
Yep.
Obviously.
Not obviously.
Obviously.
my last one was a Sika.
Adam,
to get.
Just say no. It's such an amazing.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, thank you very much.
No, sorry, you should say that to me.
Oh right. Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
No, your shot placement was perfect, wasn't it? Happy with that?
Yeah, perfect.
It's exactly what you wanted it to do.
Exactly.
We'll open her up.
Let
her
her
breathe.
Here and
Yeah. Open her up, let her out, and then we'll push on, see if we can get another one.
perfect.
We're
Peggy,
still early, aren't we? So
perfect. Yeah. Oh, that'd be great. Yeah. Let's go
we
and
can
get.
take another one.
Let's go and get some for the pot. One for the pot.
One for the pot, one to take home.
Rhinestone fraud. And outlaw songs, hard time, foolish pride, done me wrong. Flirting with the devil, getting right with the man. Ain't men paint songs, one night stands. You can keep your picket fence fantasies and push it in, or this Carolina boy will take you down to Fifth City. You know who you are, I ain't gonna name names, just keep your hands off love my country and go back from where you came. My country, my damn country, give me my country, you can keep the rest. This is my country, my damn country, and it don't mean a thing if it don't pass the test. If you ain't never done something you regret, well then I'm proud of you. Now get nursery rhyme out of my face. Wintertime, springtime, country like Willie, country like lightning in a hillbilly. This is my country, my damn country. Give me my country, you can keep the rest. This is my country, my damn country, and it don't mean a thing if it don't pass the test. If you can't sing along to tearing my beer, then don't forget your coat and get the fuck out of here.
This will be a nice stalk. Right, we're going to drop into here, use the reeds, get in the reeds, yeah, literally fall all the way up there, try and take one of them out there, okay? Yeah, sound good? Into the reeds.
Thank you, give sick of you.
Sorry?
Pulls off like a rabbit.
Yeah, quite. Should we do the legs first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just in bar.
Feel the little run up there. Your thumbnail, just feel that, and just one little cut across. Yeah. Just push away. Push down. So that's it. Pushing away from it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the easiest way.
Did you just put it towards?
You can do both. Pulling this bit out from the back. Yeah, just a little wee cut there. and on there. That should all just pull down now. As it starts to rip the flesh like that, just cut round it. Yeah. Just as it starts to rip, just touch it like that. You see the fat now coming out.
Yeah.
From there, I'll get either side here now. We're going to pull this as one down to the tail.
Ready, put your knife in your pocket.
In your pocket, though.
But you've got it there, haven't you?
So we stab each other. Ready? Just pull down. Right, down to where the tail is. Okay, and then we're going to need to cut round this tail. Yeah. So with this part of your knife, yeah, do your tail work. There you are. This bit sometimes catches here, so we'll pull this away from the front of the animal. That's it, perfect. Spin him around the front. Put them down to where the legs are. And you should be able to pop your finger through this a little bit, just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it. Pull straight down.
All good?
Yep. Make a little cut round there, and then
Around here.
just just go straight through.
Right. Round where? Push round straight.
On a bit of an angle, so you can still get some good neck meat there. So yeah, you look round there. Look, I'm going to pull this away here. A little cut there. But try and pull that down a bit more. Look,
Okay.
so we're losing meat there. But yeah, just round like that. Super.
They look great. This would be the best eating as a young.
Yeah. Young female. Where the male, what we saw earlier, they've lost all their condition. They won't have this fat now. And they'll be a lot thinner around here. The meat will even look yellow, how they've rutted so hard.
What from all the testosterone?
All the testosterone and chasing the girlies.
Yeah. How yellow is your meat? What we're aiming to do is to keep this central long saddle basically here to here. So not that we're not going to use the rest of it, but it's just for the cook we're going to do grilled long saddle with the pomme puree, which is a fancy fucking mashed potatoes. So first you want to get rid of basically everything we don't want. So we want to go through the legs. I'll just use the straight down underneath the shoulder blade. This one's been shot straight through here, hasn't it? Follow it around straight off. I think that was a bit neater. Back end. And then we've got basically what we've left with is that's the sirloin here, the loin, and then you've got the ribeye. We're going to cook this whole thing. We could either make it into chops, or you could cook it on the fire like that. So what we'll do, we'll just neaten it up, take off this top line of rib here with the saw. So you could either cook that just one side of it, but I think what we'll do is take it off the bone, and then I'll take the long saddle off just so we can see the long saddle, the short saddle. So you come in here next to these end ribs here. Find that on the same side, that side. So then what we got here is that loin with the two fillets on the inside. Fillets are tiny, aren't they? On the other side. So we've got the rack basically. So you got, this would be your sort of prime 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6 bone rack. Take that front end off. Nice little chop. So we'll cook these 2 bits here. Perfect. We've got the chops. Okay, so we're out somewhere in Raveningham, where we shot the. Can you see any of those things? We shot 2 Chinese water deer this morning. Fantastic. These are the ones that Adam shot a few days ago because they want to hang, they want to relax, the muscles get nice and tender, the fat sets, everything. You know, it's just always better to hang the deer. So anyway, that was done in the smart new game larder. So we're going to make something very simple to round off the series. Grilled Chinese water deer with a pomme puree, so that's a mash, it's a fancy French mash, and we've got some chanterelles, a bit of venison sauce, and that's it. The venison sauce made with the stalk and the bones and everything. First up, I haven't got a peeler because I'm a twat. I'm just going to peel it with a turning knife. Not being too cute with these. More in the terms of speed. Okay, so quick, just make evenly cut. Boom. Got a pan here. Water started ticking away. Okay, that water wants to be nice and salty, so we get fine salt. Some say salty like the sea, they say. So just let these potatoes cook down. With all the meat that we've done on Game Eater, you want to rest it in brown butter, okay? So something that we'll have to do is burn the butter first before we put the meat. So just put the butter into a pan. And then what we'll do is add some aromats, garlic, thyme, rosemary. I've got a little bit of sage as well. We're adding fat and we're adding flavour, so a couple of key things here. It's nice and it's not raining for once, but it is windy. So we're in danger of losing. Is that boiling away nicely? Getting some oil and salt. Okay. A little bit of olive oil on all sides, and then we'll season it with fine salt. You got to give this salt a bit of lead with the wind. You don't have to do that in the kitchen at home, that's fine, you can just it's got the loin, then we got these nice little chops, okay? What I might do is just take them into 1, 2. This is going to be called an assiette to Chinese water deer. Chinese. A couple of little fillets there as well. They will get cooked. And what I wanted to also cook was a bit of the haunch. Okay, that's from the leg. So same again, oil and salt on all of these. Okay. Salt. Less windy over here. Rub it all in the oil. Okay, so we've got brown butter now. What we're going to do Let's add in the aromat. So you've got some sage, some rosemary, some garlic, a bit of thyme. Well, it's going to be good for just basting over the meat. You got to smell that pan. Now I'm just going to cut the butter up and put it in the bottom of the pan. So when we mash the potatoes into that, it's going to start melting already. Let's have a bit of an easier job. Watch out, Becky! Watch out! Up, 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 up. Just gotta have a piss quickly. Okay. I mean, boiled potatoes and grilled venison would be nice, but boiled potatoes with butter. At this point, how hungry we are. We were out working hard since the early morning. Eating. Woo! I'm getting tired. What we'll do now is just warm up that on the hob, get it nice and homogeneous. Thank you on potato. Mash is sort of cooking along nicely. Wait for that butter to melt. We're going to put a bit of milk in there. Just a touch of milk. Help that all start to come into one. Lovely creamy mash, which we'll just leave on the side there. We're going to start cooking. Okay, so line goes on up there. Just cook very methodically. So you've gone skin side down straight away on all of these. Fat side down. Leave it fat side down. This guy can go on the back. Take that off, really. Too much fat sometimes. Fatty. If it starts to flare up your barbecue, you just got to be able to take it off, you know. Once that initial fat sort of renders off, they become a bit more manageable on them. It's almost like putting a lamb chop on the barbecue. You know, when you put a lamb chop on it, just goes boom. We've got these seared off nicely now. What we'll do is just put them in this tray at the back where they can rest. Ninja, yeah. Some of the catches you take in the kitchen, you wish were on, you know, you wish were being recorded. So sometimes with a piece of meat that hasn't got that much fat on, you might want to put a bit of extra oil or butter on there, let it cook properly. Okay, so then we'll get back to these guys. Flare up again. Well, those flames they lick hard, don't they? Using a bit of cooking intuition outside, which we've got a bit of these days, Patrick, I'd say. Got some chanterelles here. Mushrooms, venison and mushrooms, very nice. Okay. This lovely grill, little grill on those. Once they're cooked, I've got a venison sauce here. So the mushrooms can go through the sauce. And then we'll have mushroom sauce, venison, mashed potatoes, all on a plate. We're all going to be very happy, I think. Often things in season go well together, you know. So chanterelles in season. Okay, so we've got some loin. Okay, look. I'll show you the different cuisson on the loin. Perfectly cooked. Okay. Nice big. And so we can go through. You need to leave these holes. I want to show you through the middle of one. Okay. Lovely. Lovely. Look at that. And you probably eat that like a chop. Mmm. Hey, there you go. And the last bit is from the haunch. Okay. Game should be medium rare, rare to medium rare. Une assiette de Chinese water deer. Look at that. Someone puts that in front of you. That's Chinese water deer. You're like, what? What do you mean Chinese water deer? And then you've got all these resting juices. The butter goes over the top like that. Boom, boom, boom. Nice bit of mash on the side like that. Yeah. Not your average Chinese, is it? Nice with a bit of sauce over the top. Sauce over the Rennie. Bit of that. Bit of that. Bit of that. Bit of that. That's for you. And there you go. And that's a fork and a steak knife if you'd like to use that. Not. There you go. You know, just 3 different cuts of the animal. Simple, letting the ingredients really shine through. That's what I'm coming for. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for having us out. I can't even say next week on Game Eater anymore, Patrick. That's the final cook on Game Eater this year. I think it's one of my, it's up there with my favourite of the deers we shot. But make sure you come back next year for season 2 in the Sahara Desert. Where are we going? No, we're going to the deep, wet, deep south, and we're going to shoot feral pigs out of a helicopter. Just one for the pot.
1, 2, 3. When I saw my woman kiss another man, said I know, no baby, no not again. Another loss of love, another broken heart. Ain't got no love alone, the blues again. Hey, hey, hear what I say, ain't got me no love. Well, it's happened 2 or 3 or 4 times before. You think it wouldn't even mess with a woman no more. But I love how it feels in those tender arms. Ain't got no love alone, the blues again. Hey, hey, hear what I say, ain't got me no love.